Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to the channel. We are going last to first as Lewis Hamilton part first 16. Sorry, I got this wrong in the last episode. As it's last out, and away we go. From 20th place, it's the last to first challenge, as I said before, as we almost going to the back of George Russell. Going round the outside at turn 1, decide not to go for move. Trying to go down the inside at turn 3, not going to work as Russell just tries to cut us off. Anyway, getting back on the topic. That is part 16. Hopefully you know that by now. I make mistakes like everyone else. But anyway, we still lost, which is kind of a little bit annoying. But anyway, trying to go up the inside. George Russell leaves the space. I'll take the space. And that is it. Going up the inside of his teammate at the next corner, Nicholas Latifi, up into P18. We are trying to get past the medium runners as quickly as possible as we can try and win the race, because we are in a 2-stop, they are in a 1-stop. As you try and go around the outside and then down the inside, which actually worked, but I don't even remember doing that move. But anyway, going around the outside of Kevin Magnussen for P16, and now coming on to the end of lap 1. Beginning of a lap 2, we are trying to go side by side by Antonio Giovinazzi. We brake later than him up the inside at turn 1. A very simple move. And now on lap 2, again, we get up the inside of Danny Kvyat. And now all we have to do is make sure we don't hit the wall or anything. Going around the outside of Kimi Raikkonen. And now up on lap 3, up the inside of Pierre Gasly. All these moves in quick succession. Another move up the inside of Lando Norris into the hairpin. A very, very exciting Grand Prix so far. Hopefully you have enjoyed it with my very, very exciting commentary. Anyway, now we have a pink Mercedes up ahead, and going through the corner, I get a much better exit. Maybe, okay, no, not a good exit. But anyway, we are going to be looking for a move. Maybe, no, we can't go around the outside. I have to back out of it. But anyway, trying to go for a move on Lance Stroll. Maybe going up the inside. Nope. Trying to get a better exit than him, and we do. Now we have DRS, and this should be plain sailing from here. Up the inside, brake later than him, and we get the move done up into the points on lap 5. Although some people are doing the 1-stop, we're doing the 2-stop, and so they might jump us in the race, so then we're gonna have to catch back up. But anyway, we got the inside of Esteban Ocon, and now Sergio Perez is within our sights on the radar, and within our sights on track, and within our mirrors on the track as well on lap 6. I'm into P8, and now on lap 7 a few people have pitted. We are in P5. I think everyone ahead of us is on softs, so we should be doing well for this race. And up into P4 on that lap, because we are coming in this lap, so trying to see how many people we can overtake, as we do overtake Carlos Sainz. No, we overtook Ricardo. Now we overtake Carlos Sainz on lap 7. Let's go, boyos. And now it's time for the pits, although we do just about go over the speed limit and we get a 5-second time penalty. We will have to see what we can do in the next stint, because we are going to be pitting again, so that will be fine, and then we'll serve the penalty in the pits. But coming out of the pit lane, we have been jumped by our teammate, which is expected because he was about 10 seconds up the road, and we did the overcut, so that would even make it even worse. But anyway, we are coming out in P12 in this race, and up ahead is Lance Stroll, who hasn't pitted yet, and I had to go for the dive up the inside of Lance Stroll, because otherwise he would have held me up throughout the whole of the last sector, and I wouldn't have been able to overtake him. So that was good that we were able to get up to him. Now Charles Leclerc is up ahead, and Bottas as well, in between George Russell and Nicholas Latifi. They have not pitted yet, and they still have to do one more stop. So this is for track position, because They have not stopped yet, but they only have one stop just like us, as we do dive it up the inside later that lap on Valtteri Bottas, and we go up into P8, and we also are going to be using the DRS to get around the outside of Nicholas Latifi, who's in P8 in a Williams, which is quite surprising, as we dive it up the inside of Sebastian Vettel, and we get a little bit of damage. Hopefully that doesn't hinder us too much, and hopefully we can, when we pit again, it will be fine. But now I dive it up the inside of Sebastian Vettel yet again, as he has got a nice back, seeing as we didn't get the best of exits out of that corner. And it's still lap 10 in this race. We still got 21 laps, and now on lap 12 we get up around the outside of Kevin Magnussen. A very nice move indeed. And up ahead is Max Verstappen, as we did get a warning there. Max Verstappen, we got up the inside of him a lap later on lap 13. Danny Kvyat's up ahead in P1, although he has not stopped yet. This is still for track position, as I said. We're going to have fresher tyres, although he's still only got one stop left to do. As we go round the outside at that same corner, which is not really an overtaking spot, but we make it one anyway. Anyway, now on lap 17, it is time for our second pit stop. Luckily this time we did not overshoot the pits, and we have a 5-second time penalty in which we have to wait. And now another a wing change, which is going to hinder us quite a lot. But I don't think the people ahead have actually pitted yet. So all those Mercedes and Ferraris, they all haven't pitted yet. So we should be able to catch up to them if we have the pace, which I think we do. And even the Alfa Romeos have started catching up, even though they haven't pitted yet either. No, it's that mistake. They have pitted, I think. I don't think anyone can go this long on a set of mediums. But anyway, now up ahead is Kimi Räikkönen, the flying Finn himself. Some argue that Valtteri Bottas has taken that, but I still think he has. I don't even know at this point. But whatever, we get the DRS on him. The Ferraris are quite fast on the game, and we go around the outside, big outbraking him, new fresh tyres, and we are up into P6. As we set the fastest lap of the race, we come out in P2 with Max Verstappen up ahead, and that is it, although we do get another warning. I think at this point we had a lot of penalties. I did not show the penalties, but as you can see, we hit the wall on the right, which made us hit the wall on the left. And we have a red front wing, which we cannot continue with. So coming into the pits for the third time for another wing change. And now let's see where we land up. We are going to be so far behind everyone. We are going to be seeing them in our rear mirrors, as we are going to be getting lapped by everyone. But now, as you can see, we are in P19 with George Russell, who also fits on this lap. Now we have 10 laps to do as much as we can, but look at what happened. We actually got put on the hard tyres, which I did not want to be put on, because I wanted to be put on the softs to the end of the race, but I don't think we had any softs. I'm not sure if that was purposeful or not, but I don't think the hard, we've got very fresh hards. But now look, trying to go around the outside of Antonio Junction, we actually make it work. He leaves us a space and we do it, even though we weren't even side by side going through that weird corner that I was talking about, which used to be the Singapore Sling. But anyway, going up the inside of Sergio Perez, Daniel Ricciardo looks like he wants to be overtaken as well. Going around the outside of Daniel Ricciardo on fresh hard tyres versus his old mediums. Look at the difference in the aerodynamics. The tyre grip, that is what it is. And anyway, going out the inside of Lando Norris, as well as we hit the back of Ocon a little bit, just like Albon, but luckily there is no damage done to the front wing. That's the aerodynamics. And maybe trying to go out the inside of Esteban Ocon, something that we haven't tried yet. And we do indeed go up the inside of Esteban Ocon, checking what damage we do, make a bit of contact again. No damage done. Roman Grosjean up ahead, and we dive it up the inside of him as well. Up into P9. And now up next is Carlos Sainz. And we will see what we are able to do with him. And as you can see, there's a yellow flag, and we just avoid him as he slows down because he is retiring. I don't know how they predicted the yellow flag if he hasn't even crashed out yet, but whatever. And now we try and do the same to Magnussen as he did to Giovinazzi a few laps earlier, and we pull it off with spectacular style. And now Daniel Kvyat is going really slowly. I'm not sure what he's on about, but anyway, we darted up the inside into P6, and we have quite a few penalties. And at this point, I'm just trying to pull as much of a gap as we can to the cars line. We're going round the outside of Pierre Gasly. We have no time to lose. We make sure we get the move done as quickly as possible. And now coming on to the end of the race, we come. What do we come? P6. That's not a good result. Hopefully we can do better next time, although it wasn't that bad of a result. We were able to recover quite well on the hard tyres, especially with quite a few penalties. But Verstappen wins the race. Our title rivals have done better than us once again. That is going to close the doors on us having a chance at the title, or at least a little bit. It's going to be much harder for us to win the title at this point. We are going to have to put in some solid results for the rest of the season. There are only 6 races left, and I was not feeling very hopeful at this point because both of my title contenders were our rivals. They were both on the podium, and I was sitting in P6. And hopefully we can do better next time. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all for watching.